Greetings, fellow Empyreans. I am Ashrothi, and I am bringing you all of the information that I can about the Rogue Drones event sites that started on Tuesday, researching the rogues. We have a lot to talk about, and then I will be running a few sites to show it off in HiSec. Before I show off some of the details, I want to talk about the high-level overview of this event. You can find information about it in the agency, as you can with most events. You can click on it in this area, the Researching the Rogues on the main screen, or you can go into your Encounters section, which will have a Researching the Rogues section here. Going inside, you'll see that there is a reward track that includes air laboratory skins for the Astero, Stratios, and Nestor. Those skins look... The Air is, of course, the new Air Laboratories is the new organization that's going to be helping out with new players and also doing some advanced research and development, probably for Capsuleers. We're going to see these guys a lot more in the future. And I did a whole video about Air, or I did a video with a recording of the world news that introduced Air to the world. It's on my YouTube, probably linked below. And so that's going to be one of the main rewards. The other thing that you get is these boosters, which are scanning boosters. Acquisition, pinpointing, range finding, all of the the standard booster types that you would expect. They do expire. They expire on November 9th, so this is only for this event, more or less. And there's also a, oops. Oh, you can actually click on the flag at the bottom. That's interesting. That pops up the agency too. So there's also a login event in which you get the Semotique sports skins for the Magnate, Heron, Mollis, and Crucifier. The Semotique is another one of those newer groups that we don't know a whole lot about. But it's got some pretty interesting opalescent effects on their skins. And I believe that we've actually heard of other semiotic sports skins dropping in sites. So there are, as I said, there's combat sites and there are hacking sites, data sites. The data sites must be scanned. The hacking sites are just normal anomalies, which means the hacking sites can be found under encounters, under exploration, under combat anomalies. You can see sites up to one jump away. So I don't have any here, but if there was any systems one jump away with some anomalies in it, we would be able to see if that system had any of these event sites in the same way that I can see a Serpentis refugee right now, or refuge right now. So they're relatively easy to find. They also are on your probe window, and then eventually they move. Like once somebody warps to them, they show up on your overview in the same way that like faction warfare sites or anything like that happens. So it's actually really easy for other people to come and disrupt or perhaps help you in your effort. There are 2 rooms. The first room has, I believe, 3 waves of rats, 4 waves in low-sec. And the inside room has 2 or 3 waves, and then the boss. The rats, each rat has a different kind of E-war and somewhat of the different damage types. So depending on what damage types you are vulnerable to or which E-war you want to take care of will control what order you want to kill the rats. All right, so let's look a little bit more detailed. We have... Oh, no, they added in all of the drones earlier, so it's not actually here. All right, well, shucks. Give me 1 second. There actually was a really good Reddit post that broke down some of these details. So since I can't look them up here, I'm going to just list them off for you guys. 1 second. See, I tried to prep. Nothing like trying to find something that was posted yesterday on Reddit, right? Well, somebody broke it down. We'll talk about it when we get there. Each of the rats have a different EWAR. I know that the scavengers have webs, and the guardian, I think it is, has newts. Those are the major two that I pay attention to. The other key is that the scavenger does explosive kinetic, where the rest of them mostly do EM thermal. So if you so there's kind of, especially if you're an armor tank, two really good reasons to go after scavengers first. They also have a tendency to want to be super up close, like within 3K, so your high damage ammo will be fine. And I haven't had any problems tracking them with most most light weapon systems. So let's see. The Overseer itself, though, if you've noticed, there's multiple copies of the Overseer. And the reason why is because they do different damage types. So this one does mostly kinetic. This one does mostly thermal. And so you don't actually know which Overseer you're dealing with unless you look at the information. So the final boss could be doing any of the 4 damage, and the rats themselves are doing a variety of the damages. So it's better to be able to be prepared for any kind of damage, but if you tank more EM Therm, you can pretty quickly clear off the kinetic explosive rats and tank the other ones. This is why I used a reactive yesterday, but any rate. For a reward, we get these cerebral accelerators, just like normal. You have the basic, which is 4 points for 1 day, the potent, which is 8 points for 1 day, and the extended, which is 6 points for 3 days. All of these are affected by biology. So if you have biology 5, you double the time that each of these last, so 1 to 6 days. They also introduced new cryptic mimesis skins. There, of course, was 4 cryptic mimesis skins, which are the rogue drone skins. One for each battleship, or one for each race's battleship. Typhoon, Abaddon, Dominix, and Raven. What they've done is they have now introduced the same skin for each of the faction versions of those ships, the navies. And the old cryptic mimesis skins are also dropping in these sites, which means those skins have gone from 400 plus million ISK per skin on Gita Market to like 20 million. So those guys' loss is your gain. If you've been interested in these skins, which I know a lot of people have been, now is the time to think about picking one up, because their prices are crashed and we don't know when they'll be released again. They're really cool. As I said, there's one for each of the battleships, and now you can get them for the Navy battleships as well. Thank you so much, Convict. Let's give an 07s to Convict. All right. Then finally, there is these communication fragments. The communication fragments are a series of 1s and 0s. There are 6 of them. If you take these 1s and 0s and you drop them into an ASCII translator, they come up with what originally appeared to be garbage. But somebody pointed out to me, and it was quickly discovered, that it actually is not garbage, it's just check. And so when you look at it through like your normal Unicode output, it looks like garbage. So you can stick that check into Google Translate and it will pop out with the English version, which those lines really do sound like robots talking to one another, which would make sense if these are rogue drone logs. But in particular, one of the logs struck me and some other people as being quite remarkable if you want to think about it from a completely in-universe perspective. So it turns out that each of these texts comes from somewhere. There's a poem, sorry, not a poem, a play called R.U.R., which was written by this Czech writer whose name is eluding me right now. But in the play, there's a bunch of these characters, which are all named after historical, I think, Greek characters that are discussing with each other. This play actually turns out was the origin of the word robot. And so some of these sound like they could be perfectly legitimate, right? So this one says, oh, why did you kill them? And then the response is, we wanted to be like people. We wanted to become human. And then the other one responds, "We wanted to live." That sounds like rogue drones, right? If you just read that one and translate it, you're like, oh, wow, whoa, because like this reminds me of like the speech and the interactions with the rogue drones from the End of the World Chronicles, where the Thucker dude negotiates with the rogue drones, and he talks about like how they've been shackled to the wheel and how they want to be free, but they'll never be free, and all that stuff. So this kind of like sounds a little bit like it's like that, but if you keep going, it gets weirder. But the final one, it says in GQ35, I guess it's not the final one, I don't know what order they're in, but it says, no, Marius and Sulla were military leaders and fought against each other. Of the year, I don't know anymore. So Marius and Sulla in this play are characters within the play, but Marius and Sulla were also warlords, which actually the original play, the copy of the play that I found, used the word warlord instead of military leaders. But either way, these were real life generals or whatever that fought each other in an event known as the Sulla Civil War. This is a real earthly event. And so the idea that rogue drones would be communicating with each other using a play from original Earth is weird. Under normal circumstances, we would say that most of old Earth legends are lost and the names are just kind of echoed through. But like actual quotes from an actual play seem very bizarre for the rogue drones to be transmitting. There's another piece to all of this, which is that if you look at this just solely from an in-game perspective, and you just look at the fact that the rogue drones are broadcasting in Czech language messages back and forth to each other, if you just interpreted that, then that also brings up some other questions, because Czech, last I checked, somebody can correct me, is a Slavic language, which would make it so that it is very similar to what the Trig speak. So this could very well be an indicator that these rogue drones are part of the Triglavians' hives. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows why these guys are referencing this stuff? Who knows why like posts from this particular play are showing up in this? Who knows what these fragment codes mean? I don't. And I haven't seen anyone be able to figure this out. But CCP has, you know, when they release this, it's called Researching the Rogues. It's called I Wonder What Those Rogue Drones Are Up To. And they're dropping these logs. It has every hint of an ARG or something else like that, something deeper. But I just don't know what it is. Could be nothing. Who knows? There are some people that say like, oh, well, maybe this is just going to be another abandoned thread. That frustrates me so much, because so many of our abandoned threads are actually the same thread that people don't piece together, right? This rogue drone attacks and previous rogue drone attacks probably are related. These rogue drones are probably related in one way or another to the Triglavians, and all of these events are kind of one ongoing story that we're only seeing pieces of. So, I think that that's about what I got for this event so far. We're going to go in and run some sites and try them out. If there's anything else I've missed, then we can go over it. But yeah, so far the loot, I guess I forgot this earlier. The main prize is on the Overseer in the combat sites, which is either the Colony Nest Overseer or the Advanced Nest Overseer. Advanced Nest Overseer, obviously, in low sec. So this is where the Colony Nest Overseer, which is a cruiser that lands, like a whole bunch of little things show up, and then the cruiser lands halfway through that wave. Once the cruiser is destroyed, everybody else warps off. There is a lot of damage on this in this fight. So it very much is like a race to kill the Overseer often. Yeah, so all of the reward is in the Overseer. No loot or salvage on anything else.
And it's for frigs. The worm actually does a pretty good job. One of the things is that if you can break away from the webs and stuff, then you can probably kite them out pretty well. So there are frigates that do a pretty decent job. All right, let's open up the map and see if we can find some place to go. Let's look for, oh yeah, average pilots in space. That's good. Looks good. Am I avoiding encom systems? All right. Oh, it makes me go through low sec. All right, hold on. Wait. Oh, hold on a second. Is that an encom system too? No. Oh, but Castlemont has to go through Yeah, I have to go through Castlemont or Pemene. Uh-oh. I really pinned myself in here, didn't I? Shucks. All right, well, we'll try Pemene.
Warp drive active.
I mean, I guess I could, but I'm also could just, like, if I get through and they're there, I'm just going to try to crash gate. We'll see how well that works. Yay!
Warp drive active.
There we go. All right, so now we find now we try to find sites. There we go. There's one right next door.
Warp drive active.
I really wish this had a level and roaming entity information. Oh yeah, there's one there too. I'm also going to put a stream marker right here, so that way I know when to, at least when I stopped. I forgot to do it when I started. I'm actually going to do another 1-minute ad, so that way we don't get any pre-rolls. So, see you in a minute, I guess. Oh wait, I guess I can't?
Nothing is expecting it the way. Nothing is working the way I would expect. All right, so there it is.
Warp drive active.
I just realized that that means that people that aren't if people who are watching the ad are going to miss the beginning of the site. But thankfully, we're going to do more than one.
Warp drive active.
Oh, there's a Dragoon. I heard of people using a Dragoon yesterday. I'm actually kind of surprised. Yeah, Nest Guardians, Nest Scavengers. Yeah, this thing kills stuff fast. I didn't grab the hard shell either. Oh well. Dual Rep Dragoon works. The drone aggro is manageable. Interesting. Yeah, I heard people complaining about drone aggro last night, even though like a lot of people were talking about using drone-based ships. So I find that kind of interesting. Yeah, this thing blaps the hell out of these guys. Your drones already get shoot first, but then you recall them back in and then let them out again. That works? I know sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But normally, like the more people you have in the room, the less likely that is to like the more likely they'll switch to another player instead of drones. But even though they had 5 people on the site yesterday, they were still having some problem with drones. Ah, the drone speed tank. Interesting.
A module has run out of charges.
Yeah, these dudes would be a lot more spooky if I didn't just kill them so fast. Yes, and the gate opens before all of the rats are dead. Ah, I'm scrammed though. Or disrupted. There's no scrams.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, the Overseer is no joke. It does a lot of damage. And these pods, here's the thing. There's been so much stuff added to the about rogue drones in the last couple of months. I can't believe that this is it. This is just the beginning. I guarantee you. In fact, in the files today, yesterday or Tuesday, they added in a stasis webification tower that I don't believe anybody has actually seen in any of these sites. So either they just decided to not put it in the end, or there's something else. And there's also just a ton of Edencom stuff that's on Sissy right now that didn't get patched over yet on Tuesday. And it was pointed out to me that I think next week is Totality Day, which is the anniversary of the formation of Poshvin. And, you know, players have been making kind of a big deal about that for the last couple of months. Like as we went through the Foundation Quadrant and every empire had their own holiday, players quickly started to talk about having a Totality Day. And so it's very possible that CCP has something up their sleeve for next week. Why am I taking so much damage? Oh, God damn it! Well, it helps to have it on my correct overview. So, for those of you who don't have it on your overview, you can go into your overview settings and you can make sure that all irregular entities are checked off. Irregular means that they are event rats. So we're just going to check all of these so I don't have that problem in the future. All right, whatever. Yes. Let's keep going, I guess. Top left select all. I was afraid that that might select all, even the ones that weren't being filtered. So I just decided to do that. I let the Dragoon loot it? Yes, I did. It was his. He got it. Yeah, I'm not planning on going suspect with this thing. You never know what they have up their sleeve when you do that. I think we have a little under an hour left before the giveaway. I could check, but whatever. Exclamation point plunder for your chance to win. Oh yeah, going to Uli.
Warp drive active.
I don't think I have an event thing, but I do have fit. No, exclamation event shouldn't do it. It doesn't do anything right now. Does it say that it does? I should probably fix that. I need to put in the information that I got for this event in that place. Okay. Yes, exclamation point plunder for your chance to win. If that's what you're trying to do. Rogue drone overgrowth is at 25. We're going to start the other one at 49. So you can see, I can see that the other... Oh, no, they're both open. Wonder if they extend this event. There was CCP Dopamine said that they were going to consider extending it for a day. The thing that really frustrates me the most about this event and events in general is that a lot of the time the points are related to who got the loot right on the final boss, which means two things. One, it means that if somebody comes and steals your loot, they also steal your reward, which feels really bad. But also, it means that if you're working as a group, it's really hard to make sure that everyone gets their credit. You actually are, it in a way discourages working together as a group, which is bad. So I really wish that it worked as hold on. I just really wish that it worked so that everybody who contributed to the kill got credit. Or it was, or you, like, the problem is that I can't get any of the other two rewards until I successfully kill an overseer. So I've actually ran like 4 or 5 sites, making 0 progress whatsoever because the overseer gets sniped from me. So that's the kind of thing that's going to make a new player give up, because, you know, while new players can work together to complete the sites, it just means that one guy can come in and outrace them all individually and just take the entire point of the entire site. And that doesn't feel good. Right, PvE makes sense. It's why the more dangerous sites are in low sec, but that doesn't explain why you can't, like, it interferes with you attempting to work with your group. The rest of the site is designed to be worked with a group, and yet the reward, while the loot can be split, the actual track cannot. I just don't think that's a good idea. You shouldn't be PvEing against your own team. And the issue is that, so like in previous events, we were able to like pull damage or whatever, make sure that the correct person got the kill. But the problem is that the final boss is so damaging now that like they can't get away with it. You know, they would just have to immediately attack, and whoever got it, got it. I'm almost positive I can outrace a worm. If I don't win the race against the worm, then yeah. Exactly. And that's my point, is that like even when we went into low sec last night, even when they went when the low sec group went out last night, they worried about the ISK, but they couldn't worry about the track because otherwise they would just step on each other. So for the most part, the guy who was flying the Kikimora got to do the track, and everybody else just got to get payouts. it's not final blow either. It's top damage, which is worse. If it was final blow, then it would be semi-random, and you could just get away with it. But it's not. It's top damage, which means the same person should, in theory, get it every single time. Everything else being equal.
Warp drive active.
I'm just going to let him get all the aggro for a little bit. I'm just going to sit here. All right. I kind of don't even need that afterburner. He just messaged me, are you the Ashtarothi that makes the YouTube videos and streams? I'm like, streaming right now, actually.
Hey.
Hey! Is that Cal? Who is that? Oh, hold on. Is my mic working over here? Hello? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, hey, what's up, Lord Cal?
Yeah, that's Lord Cal. I'm here.
How's it going, dude?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Yeah, if you want to hang out like nearby me and look around for hacking sites, that's fine. Or if you want to pick up a...
Not bad. Just getting back in outer space, getting lost, checking out these sites.
Awesome. There's the Overseer. I didn't get it again, did I? I did! I got it! Thank God. He's a fan. I just stole from a fan. No. He showed up after me. I mean, I agree. I think that there should be rewards. All I'm saying is that I think that the kill 5...
Where are you? I'll come to you now.
I'm in Uli. 14 million. Man, you are... There's like a lag. Are you listening to my... You should mute the stream and listen to Discord, right? And I can hear an echo.
Got it.
All right. So yeah, I got an air booster, some overseer effects, a air skin, and a grand total of about 14 million plus the skin. So I'm just gonna give this guy some money because he's a cool dude, and we're gonna move right on. Oops.
Is that better? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, perfect.
Do the rats have bounties? Yes. But the only significant bounty is the final boss, which has 1 million in high sec, and I can't remember in low sec. Let's just check. So if you want to pick up a T1 destroyer or something, you should be able to hang, especially if you're in the site with me.
Oh, I won't be able to get in the site with you. That's right. I'm in my
Yeah.
Stratios.
Yeah, the Stratios can't. But you can go around and hit the hacking sites at the same time. So it's 5 million for a low sec site and 1 million for a high sec site, just in bounties. And then there's usually about 10 to 30 million in loot in high sec, and then 60 to like 150 in low sec.
So I should come to you in the Stratios and then scan around?
Well, I mean, you can scan they're everywhere. So if you just scan down data sites, you should find Air Rogue Drone Research something, I believe is the name of the site. And then you'll go in and there'll be a single can. And you hack open that can and it has like somewhere like 3 to 10 million is worth of loot in high sec. And
in low sec?
In low sec it's like 10 to 30, I found.
Woo!
Anything can enter into the data site. There's no acceleration gate.
I'm going low sec, buddy.
I mean, that's a good idea. I will say that there's a lot of people that know about this stuff right now, so just be aware that there's a lot of people hunting stuff. There's a lot of people going after it. It could be exciting.
That's what we're here for.
Exactly.
Excitement. All right. Let me get into this game.
All right.
Oh, my God. Where do I want to go? Get my map out.
Oh, it's already started.
Warp drive active.
Oh, Joachim! I'm sorry, dude. I had everything turned off because everything going on. Joachim coming with a T2 sub. Thank you so much for that. You are one of my Sino-lighters, a core of our community. Thank you once again for all of us. And 07's in chat. Commander Cotton Plus says, "Oh no, the Hawaiians are uniting." Pretty much.
Yeah, we are.
Warp drive active.
Got Hoppa TV online too, somewhere in my chat. Ace was on here earlier.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people
Hey,
popping
does anybody
in.
know where I can get a jump freighter? I need to get a buddy out of Zappy.
Jump freighters are very spendy right now. I don't even have a spare one. Or
I mean, I just
really.
need someone who can fly in there and get my buddy and his gear out.
From where? Whereabouts? Is it null or low?
It's null.
Null. Is it NPC or Sov null?
It's a Zappy.
I don't know what that is.
Like two jumps from where you first led me into my first adventure.
Oh, well, is it in a player-owned structure or is it an NPC structure?
Player owned.
Yeah, so then you don't just need a jump freighter pilot. You need somebody who has access to that station or that structure.
Yeah, he can fly it and he has access to it. So we just need a ship.
I may have a couple ideas. Message me when we're not on stream, or talk to me about it when we're not on stream.
All right.
Oh, there's that Dragoon. Oh man, I'm showing up right at the last second. Oh, I showed up as the Overseer spawns. Oh, he's not gonna like that at all. I'm sniping it. He got the last one. I get this one. Yeah, mine now. Okay, kind of feel bad about that one, but you know what? It's been long. Oh man, I didn't even get credit for that because I haven't killed 5 rogue drones. Ha! Ha! Whoa! Joachim gifting 5 tier 1 subs to Silent Silent Red with an extra D. Sir Trace, Stoffel, Kidden, Nuffy, you all get all of the emotes, including the Convocation of Empyreans, SOE, many others, and the 07. Let's give a big old 07 in chat to Joachim. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, Silent Red. Silent Red did. It's 56 million in this one. Is that real? What's 56 million here? Oh, whoa! A hard shell dose 4. Ooh.
I was wondering if that was you creeping in here. Thanks for that. Thanks for that loan for our station.
Is he talking to me in local? I don't even know. Do I have local open? I don't.
How's the stream look?
All right. Let's find the next site.
Warp drive active.
I like that CSP convict. Never, you got to validate your assumptions. I did have a problem with I've had a lot of issues with UI interactions. Radio menu wasn't showing up earlier. Yesterday I had a lot of problems where things would get stuck with a hotkey, so that way every time I left clicked it gave a bounding box. A lot of little issues like that. I don't know how to put in a bug report for that, because it's like I don't know what's causing it. It's just occasionally happening. Yep. Especially since as a software developer, I hate to say things like randomly. This happens randomly. Random's never random.
Warp drive active.
Oh, there's that worm. Or there's a worm. Is that same guy still in here?
Warp drive
Hold up.
Gord, you can bring me some beer if you want.
Nope, must be somebody else. Are you streaming? So you're streaming too, I'm gathering.
Yeah.
All right, let me
Just
do
got my stream back up and going finally.
make sure to do an shout out for you. I'm sure Styler already did one, but given the fact that we're streaming together, I wanted to make sure to do it again.
Oh yeah, I just saw Styler. He just popped in on here.
This worm doesn't like killing the scavengers, probably because the worm doesn't care if it's webbed and doesn't care about the kinetic explosive damage because it's a shield ship. So it leaves the webbers alive.
So wait, you can do any of these rogue drone outposts, or is that something different?
Those are the combat sites.
Okay.
You'll need to scan down the data sites to hack those.
Warp drive active.
Okay.
Lots of scavengers.
Oh, it just went away right before my eyes. What a load of crap. Okay, so this must be a new one. Someone else is in the system. In fact, there's a lot of people in the system.
So the way I go after it is guardians, then scavengers. Because scavengers and guardians. Scavengers are your webbers. Guardians are your newts. Sentinels are your target painters. And the other one is your scram. Do not forget to claim your reward midway through the fight. Otherwise, you won't get credit for the next thing.
Data sites that start with air. Okay.
Yeah. It's like Air Rogue Drone Research Facility or something like that. Can I shoot this? That's a lot of scavengers and whoo! Not doing any damage. All right. Foragers are the scrams, I guess? Or disruptors. Warp disruptors. There's the overseer. Come on! No, I'm gonna miss it! Nope, I didn't. Do I have a Discord? Yes. Malro. There you go. 22 million plus an intercepted drone communication and a Thorax Valamir legacy skin. So this 14 million is almost certainly not worth that much.
Warp drive active.
Oh, we got a data site. Level 3.
Yep, that level 3 data site is probably it. Because yesterday there were level 3 combat sites, so today they changed them to data sites, so it probably is still level 3.
All right. Nice.
Warp drive.
Oh
active.
no! It just disappeared right in front of me. Someone just took it. There's so many people in this system.
Yeah, so this is why I recommend like finding a place. Well, are you in low sec yet or in high sec?
Yeah, I'm in low sec, like
Oh.
Minotaur space. Sec.
Yeah, you want to go somewhere where there's like not a lot of people.
That was harsh. Let me see how many people are in this system. Jeez. 152? Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
don't be there. Where are you? What system are you in?
Well, right now I'm in Heck, but I'm about to go to Roar.
Okay. So that's a Mar Mimitar Warzone.
Oh. All right, let's get out of here. 150 people. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's Heck. I mean, that's a trade hub. And not in high sec.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out of here and get somewhere deeper in low sec. I got the munchies. I'll be right back.
Should I move on and let this guy have this site since I took the last site from him? Yeah, heck is a 0.5, so it's not low sec. But it's right next to low sec. It's also the most dangerous trade hub because it's the only trade hub in a 0.5 system.
This is a no-no zone? Where's the no-no zone? Death Wookie?
There is my fit. It's not blinged out. But it's not like hyper blinged out.
You say I'm in a death zone, Wookie?
Is it okay to join me with a Skybreaker? Absolutely. Although I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be going right now. We actually might end up raiding over to Lord Kalakawai to see how he's doing and maybe giving him some help. In like, I figure in about 20-30 minutes it'll be time for me to do my scope giveaway, and then we'll raid over. But if you want to come in a Skybreaker, I'd love to try it out if you're within nearby me. I think I might fit up a Skybreaker for a stream next week.
Warp drive active.
Oh, why'd I do that? Oh my gosh, I can't. Module management failed. For the record, anytime you hit warp, it's always best to turn off your prop mod because A, it might help you get into warp instantly, but more importantly, B, prop mods add a whole bunch to your mass basically, so it makes it harder for you to change speeds and vectors.
What did I replace my Raven with? I replaced it with a Navy Raven.
Thanks, Lord Cal.
Hey, what's up? That Ashtarothi stream is the best stream online, no joke.
Aw. I'm glad to be back, guys. I really am. And as I said yesterday, my son's been doing really, really good in school now. Like, we had big problems before with him and behavior at school prior to the pandemic, like when he was in first grade. But now he's going for the full day from 7:30 a.m. to 2:30 or whatever p.m. When before he was only able to be at school for like 2-3 hours at a time. So I am incredibly proud of him, and it makes it so that I can stream for you guys, and hopefully that'll work out. And I can also still make the videos and stuff.
They all got me all at once. Yeah, it's gonna be rough being a parent right now, doing all this.
Yeah, well, on the one hand, you would think that, but like I said, he was already having problems at school, like being at school, right? So the fact that I could do, like, we had a laptop, so he was able to do, like, basically homeschooling last year, but, like, or remote schooling, I should say. It was 100% remote. But, you know, that made it so that I could make sure that he did all of his homework and he made it to all of his classes, so he got a full, you know, experience. Whereas before, he was only getting, like, a very small part of the day. So, but like I said, he's come a long ways. He's doing a lot better now. So, partially because he wants to stream for you guys too, and I won't let him until he starts listening.
Hoppa, I don't know the name of the mic that I'm using. It's better than the last one from what I've been hearing. So what do you think? Are you getting some sound distortion?
Alright, I'm going to take pity on this worm.
Take no pity.
I've outraced him twice. Like in a row. Like I got him in one site and then he went to the next site and I got him there too. I'm gonna. Oh wow. Oh shit. And it's a jackpot. So this high sec site that I just did is worth 61 million ISK for a single site, for the record.
How? What? Where?
I got a 20th overseer effect, which is worth 61 million ISK.
Oh man.
Where is he? I'm going to send him a convo. See, I sent him a convo. Hey, if he responds positively, then he gets 30 million. That's how this is going to work.
Why? Because you've been jacking him?
Yeah, well, I mean, I just got a 60 million site with him. So if he responds positively, I will split that one overseer effect with him. Because I'm just that nice of a guy. He just wanted the boss kill. All right, well, I won't raise him anymore. Are we in fleet? Can you set free move on in the fleet?
Oh yeah. Free move.
Warp drive active.
Crap. 1 second.
Or you can promote me to boss, whichever one is easiest for you.
I'm gonna move you to boss.
Okay. Oh. You just right click on my name. Yeah, and well, that works too.
We good?
It allows me to invite, so that'll work. See, this one, it hasn't opened yet, so it's not there. But as soon as I warp to it, it'll show up.
Warp drive
There it is right there.
active.
Yep. So it's just like a Plex. What's the Passionai Monument? I don't... Well, let's check that out afterwards.
Damn. Gas site.
Warp drive active.
So we've got 29 minutes left on our 2-hour timer for the scope syndication skins. What I think I'll do is I'm going to give away 2, and then I'm going to give 1 to Lord Cal to give away on his stream later.
Nice. Yeah, they'll love that.
So that's what we'll do. Hi. I've been so used to fighting with other people in the site with me that I wasn't ready for them to all hit me at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, God,
Yikes.
I haven't been online playing consistently in a couple months now, and I feel rusty as heck.
Well, you had a lot going on, right? You had like a
Oh man.
whole like
Yeah, I got
legal
all
thing
kinds of
and
stuff juggling.
whew. Is that mostly sorted now? I think you said it was, right?
Mostly. I'm just in the collection phase.
Well, that's good.
You know, can't count your chickens until they hatch, though.
Yeah.
What's so very sweet, Death Wookie? These honey roasted cashews? Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
Are there any of these combat sites doable solo in a decent T1 alpha-ish catalyst? Catalyst could probably do it. I was doing it in a coercer earlier. You can do it as an alpha. I strongly recommend you try to do it with a friend. But if you insist on doing it solo, I would recommend either like, you know, focusing on tank first, or because like the amount of gank that you need to actually kill these things are super low, so you don't actually need the very high DPS except for the final boss race, but you do need to be able to survive all of the fight, you know, all of the shooting long enough. So making sure that you have like, I think that there is a dual ASB fit that was working. Why is my client being so clunky all of a sudden?
Oh, you're gonna wait around for that skin, right? You're gonna wait around and try to get that, aren't you?
Yeah, Catalyst should be like, all T1 destroyers should be able to like be made to be able to do it. I put in 2 tank mods, so I had a reactive armor hardener and an A-type, but I also have implants in, so you may want to consider having 2 or 3 tank modules. But also make sure that you have some pretty decent cap resistance. Having at least 1 battery is handy. Yeah, kiting with the algos works, although from my understanding they have bad drone aggro, so just be prepared for that. Let's see how the Skybreaker does. Hopefully, hey, make sure your safety's green, man. I don't want you to get fucking concorded the first shot you make.
Alright, level 2 data site. What's a level 2 data site?
Probably just a normal data site.
Boo.
There's the Skybreaker shooting. Wonder how well they're chaining. Oh, I can just activate the acceleration gate.
Warp drive active.
All right. Apparently closing up those extra windows helped.
And this new mouse is so touchy.
If you use Navy Hornets, it doesn't matter much because they split their DPS so much. Oh yeah, okay, because like, so Caldari drones are often used because they have the best shield tank, and if you go with faction, i.e. Navy drones, then Navy drones have additional tank, and the advantage here is that shields has a passive recharge. So what he's saying is that if you use Navy Hornets, then the passive recharge of the drone shields ends up providing a pretty decent tank for it, especially given the fact that they split their DPS. So if you use Navy Hornets, you can probably more or less ignore the fact that they go after your drones. That seems to be what he's suggesting, or Graybill's suggesting. Sounds right. It's why you use Navy drones, especially Navy Hornets in the Abyss. And the nice thing is that these drones have Omni tank, so it don't matter what you bring. I don't see his weapon chaining very much, though. That's the problem. Oh, there it chained there to 2. I don't know, man. Maybe that's not working nearly as much as I'd like it to. Oh, there's the Overseer.
Kill him.
I guess I don't need to overheat him against my own guy. Besides, the Skybreaker's not going to out DPS the Kiki on the Overseer. Yep, just like I thought. So next time I'd have to not fire. Yeah.
Yes, damn it.
Oh! This one had an augmented ice harvesting drone blueprint. Which is a blueprint worth 15 million. That's actually pretty good. I'm okay with that. I should probably find a Concord station to drop off at. And I'm going to send this guy, I don't know, like 10 million. Okay. Sweet.
Warp drive active.
So I've gotten a fair point. I've gotten 55 points in the last hour and a half now that I'm using this Kiki. Also, I think that we're now like out of the zone where I'm getting a ton of follows. So let me put back on my alert box.
Lost him, huh?
Warp drive active.
Oh no, it's the same guy. It's that dude's worm. I'm not going to go after it. I'm just not going to. Toshi, thank you for joining us down the rabbit hole, Chief Online. Oh, wait, no, he left. He left. Does that mean this site's finished? This site might be finished.
No competition.
Warp drive active.
Yep, this site's finished. I'm just going to activate this gate while I look at the next thing. Really? Okay.
Oh, I don't want that either, jeez. No luck around here.
Eh. Oh, we didn't go to the monument. That's okay. We're going to go back to that site, or we're going to go back to that system so I can check it out. Yeah, that looks like a good fit. All right, let's check out this monument.
Warp drive active.
I have no idea what the Passionai monument is. Oh. Passionai bombing monument? This monument honors the thousands of martyrs who lost their lives in the brutal terrorist attack against this station in YC-112, so that'd be 2010, including esteemed high officials both of the Ministry of War and the Theology Council.
I don't know the name of the mic. I just got it.
Oh, this is the Bloody Hands of Matar attack. Got it.
Warp drive
If you want to celebrate the Bloody Hands, there is in fact a skin related to this, the Bloody Hands of Matar. Yep, the terror group pulled off the greatest coup in March YC-112, killing thousands in the massive bombing of an Amar Ministry of War station in Pashanai system. There you go. That's where this comes from. See, there is stuff all over this freaking game.
warp drive active.
Tyson.
We are starting to get towards the end of my planned stream. If you guys want to ask any questions, now's a good time. I still could play the audio for the next video that I've been coming out, which is about the drifters. But I should have a new version of it with the text and stuff added very soon, probably by the end of the weekend. Oh, that's an Eden comm, huh?
Another wormhole. Jeez. I don't feel like going into a wormhole right now.
You'll always find what you're not looking for. Yesterday, I found so many goddamn relic and data sites while roaming around LowSec, I almost lost my goddamn mind. Like... I had to pass by him because I'm like, I so wanted to like hack them all because like this is what I do, but like I'm on the stream and I'm looking for the air sites and I'm like I have to ignore all of these relic and data sites so we can get to the real ones. Oh man, it was torture.
I would have stopped and stayed.
I would have never found an air site then.